Akin lay lifeless on his bed, still and silent. The room was thick with deceit and triumph. Not ease, but Chioma, his wife of 3 years. She stood by the mirror, her phone on speaker, smiling like she just won a lottery. Yes, Mama, the fool is finally dead. Her mother's voice was raspy, but filled with satisfaction. So quick. I told you, Akande is a powerful babalawo. The man knows his work. Chioma chuckled. Yes, so Mama, it worked like magic. Good. Now listen carefully, her mother continued. Gather all the documents to the houses, cars, bank accounts, and anything you can think of. Make sure you don't miss anything. I know where he keeps them, Mama, Chioma replied confidently. Perfect. After that, start crying and call all the neighbors. I'm on my way. I will, Mama. Akin wasn't as dead as they thought. No, he was very much alive, lying perfectly still, pretending to be a corpse. Why? Because he needed to hear everything. His Chioma, the woman he loved and sacrificed for, had conspired with her mother to kill him. But that's not even the worst part. What Akin discovered next would shatter his heart into a million pieces. Let me take you back to how it all began. Akin was an early riser, a hard-working man who built his life from the ground up. He loved Chioma deeply. This was the same woman he sent to the university, the same woman he sponsored for a master's degree in Paris. He gave her everything. But something changed the day before his supposed death. That evening, Akin returned home earlier than usual, hoping to surprise his wife. But as he approached the bedroom, he heard her talking on phone. Her voice was low. He paused at the door and listened. Mama, are you sure this thing will work? Her mother's reply was firm. Trust me, Chioma, once you add the powder to his juice, he would die. Akande has never failed before. Chioma laughed softly. I can't wait for this man to die. I want my freedom, Mama. I want to live my life. He will die tomorrow, her mother reassured. Just follow the plan. Make sure he drinks it. I will, Mama. Aki's blood ran cold. His wife, the love of his life, was planning to kill him. But Aki was no fool. He tiptoed away, his heart pounding. If Chioma wants me dead, I would give her exactly what she wanted, but on my own terms, he said. The next day, Aki woke up early pretending everything was fine. Chioma greeted him warmly, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Good morning, my love, she said, her voice unusually cheerful. Aki smiled back. Good morning, my dear. You're looking extra beautiful today. Oh, thank you, she said, blushing. Aki left for work but returned home in the afternoon just as Chioma had planned. She welcomed him with open arms and even prepared his favorite drink, pineapple juice. Honey, you look tired, she said, handing him the glass. Drink this, it will help you relax. Akin took the glass and smiled. Before taking a sip, he stopped her. Chioma, please, get my briefcase from the car. I need to show you something very important. She hesitated but eventually left to fetch it. The moment she stepped out, Akin poured the poisoned juice into the sink and replaced it with fresh juice. When Chioma returned, he drank it all in one gulp. How do you feel? She asked, trying to hide her eagerness. A little tired, Akin replied, clutching his stomach dramatically. Moments later, he collapsed on the floor, pretending to be in pain. Honey, what's wrong? Chioma cried, rushing to his side. Take me to the bed, Akin whispered weakly. She helped him to the bed, laid him down and watched as he faked his death. Akin foamed at the mouth and went completely still. Now, back to where we started. Chioma, confident that Akin was dead, began gathering all the documents, property deeds, bank statements, and everything she could lay her hands on. She packed them into a bag and returned to the mirror to admire herself. Chioma, "You're very smart," she said to herself. But then she did something that shocked Akin to his core. She made a call. "Hello, Chijioke," she said sweetly. "My love," Chijioke's voice replied. "Is it dawn?" "Yes, my darling. The fool is dead. Finally, we can be together." "Yes, baby," Chioma pawed. "Come quickly. I've already started crying. The neighbors will gather soon." Akin's heart broke all over again. His wife and his best friend? The betrayal rang deeper than he ever imagined. As Chioma left the room, wailing dramatically to alert the neighbors, Akin sprang into action. He quickly took his phone, which Chioma kept beside the bed. He called Tunde, who was his flatmate and also a friend. Luckily for Akin, he was at home at the moment. He gave him an hint of what was happening. "There's no time to explain everything now. I'll throw the briefcase down from the window through the back door. Please come and get it quickly. And please keep it safe. Call my mom and explain everything I have told you to her. Tell her to play along, because I know my wife will soon call her to tell her that I'm dead. Tell her to explain everything to everyone in the family, and they should come and get my body." When he was done talking to Tunde, he went back and laid lifeless as though he was dead. Some of the neighbors came and sympathized with her. Some asked how he died, and Chioma said he came back early from the office and was shouting, "My stomach, my stomach." And he said I should help him to the bed, which I did, and then the next thing he stopped breathing. She continued crying. When the neighbors had gone, she went back to the mirror, admiring herself. "Chioma, you're smart. Now you will not only be free, but also very rich." Chioma had never loved Akin. Rather, she loved his money. She loved the idea of Akin's love for her. She knew he was a good man and he genuinely loved her. But she was a very greedy woman who always wanted to reap in a place where she didn't sow, just like her mother. She wanted a soft, big girl life, but she never wanted to work for it until she met Akin. She married him for his money, and she never planned to stay with him. It was quite unfortunate that a good man such as Akin was the scapegoat. Mama Nkechi and Chijioke arrived. They were really excited. Everything was going as planned. "What next?" Chioma asked. "Or should we just go ahead and bury him?" "No, nah. What will you tell your husband's family? We have to make it look natural. He was poisoned from work. Maintain what you already told the neighbors," Mama Nkechi said. "Sounds good," Chijioke added. Mama Nkechi continued. "You will call his mother and tell her what had happened so they can take him to the mortuary. By the time they do autopsy, they will discover that it was poison. So they will believe your story about coming home early with a severe stomach pain. They wouldn't know you were the one that poisoned him." They were really happy. Too happy to remember the briefcase. Chioma had told them earlier that it was safe. All they wanted was to get rid of Akin's body. Just as planned, Chioma called Akin's mother, wailing and crying. "Mama, Aki. Yes, what about Aki?" Akin's mom asked. "Mama, Aki is dead." "What? How? When? Where is he right now?" "Mama is at home," she responded. "My son cannot die," she added. "Mama, he came home earlier than usual, crying, my stomach, and he asked me to help him to the bed so he could rest, which I did. After a while, he stopped talking. I tried to revive him, but Mama, my husband is gone." "It's okay, my dear. I'm coming right away. My son cannot die." After about 2 hours, Akin's mother and family members arrived. Chioma's crying intensified. The mother, who was already aware of what was going on, went to sit beside Akin and cried as though she didn't know what was going on. Akin opened his eyes and told his mother about a camera he had planted somewhere in the house. She should get it and take him out, telling them she was taking him to the mortuary. And then he closed his eyes again. His mother did as he had said and took the body to the mortuary supposedly. They went straight to a hotel from there, as instructed by Akin. He didn't want anyone to see him. When they arrived at the hotel, Akin explained everything to his family He heard everything and played the dead just to get more information. They were all surprised. They didn't believe their beloved daughter-in-law would be that wicked. Meanwhile, back at Atkins' house, there was a huge celebration while awaiting the decision of the family regarding the body. On the third day after Atkins' supposed death, Mama Nkechi called Chioma. Chioma, please go and check that briefcase and let's be sure that it's safe. I don't want to hear any stories. Oh, Mama, don't worry. I know my house better than anyone else. No one can find the place where I kept it except my husband. But since he is dead, no one can. I understand. Please go and check it. I don't have a good feeling. Okay, Mama, I will. To her greatest shock, when she checked the place where she had kept the briefcase, it wasn't there. Chioma started sweating profusely. She didn't know what to tell her mom. I'm finished. I killed my husband for nothing. She immediately called her mother. Mama, I can't find the briefcase. Chioma, you can't what? You must be joking, right? Chioma, you have killed me. How can you be so careless? I'm on my way. By the way, have you called Chijioke? No, Mama, she answered. Call him now. Okay, Mama, she replied and dropped the call. Immediately, she called Chijioke. Please come to the house now. There's fire on the mountain. A few moments later, Chijioke and Mama Nkechi arrived. While Chioma was trying to explain how she couldn't find the briefcase, her phone rang. She frowned, pulling it out of her bag. The number was unknown, but she answered it anyway. Hello? Hello, Chioma, a familiar voice said. Her heart stopped. It was Akin's voice. Chioma froze, her eyes wide. Who is this? The voice chuckled. Don't you recognize your husband's voice? Don't worry, Chioma, I'll see you soon. The line went dead. Chioma dropped the phone like it was on fire. Mama Nkechi grabbed her arm. What is it? What happened? I don't know, Chioma stammered. It's not possible. It can't be. It can't. What nonsense are you talking about, Mama Nkechi hissed. Chijioke stepped in. Calm down, Chioma. It's probably a prank. Ignore it. But Chioma couldn't ignore it. She started sweating. Her mind racing. She knew Akin's voice. It was him, but how? That evening, Chioma, Mama Nkechi, and Chijioke gathered in the living room. The three conspirators were on the edge. You need to relax, Chijioke said. There's no way Akin would be alive. You saw him die with your own eyes, didn't you? Mama Nkechi nodded. Exactly. And we follow Akande's instructions perfectly. Maybe it's someone trying to scare you. Chioma shook her head. You don't understand. I know his voice. It was him. While they were still discussing, Akin's mom called Chioma and told her that they were going to bury him the next day. There's no need to keep his body. My son is gone already. Let's at least lay him to rest. Chioma was relieved, but she was still worried about the voice she heard. She was certain it was Akin's voice. At least you can rest now from your worry. He is gone, and all we should be concerned about now is how to get the briefcase. Yes, Chijioke added. On the day of the burial ceremony, Chioma continued a pretentious cry. Oh, my husband, you are such a good man. Why did you leave me? Oh, so early. I couldn't even give you a child. Chioma had aborted over 5 of Chijioke's children because she didn't want to have any kids for him since she had a plan. Mama Nkechi shouted even the more. Oh, my kind and caring son-in-law, why did you do this to me? Chijioke added. You were indeed my best friend, who was more like a brother to me. I will never forget you, my friend. Rest on, my friend. Akin's family was so irritated by their pretense, but they continued to play along. As the pastor was about preaching, they heard sirens, very loud, approaching the event center. Everyone wondered who was coming. Some felt it was Akin's wealthy friend or a politician who was coming to pay their last respects to Akin before he would be buried. The cars stopped. Everyone came out. Shockingly, Akin walked out dressed in complete black, from his head to his toe. Everyone who knew him took to their heels, screaming, Ghost, ghost, ghost. Chioma froze, speechless. She couldn't run or cry. Her head was spinning. The pastor called her, "Please come back. It's not a ghost, it's real. It's flesh and blood just like you." How, they wondered, but managed to return back to the event center. Akin narrated everything that happened, and the crowd was surprised. "What an evil woman you are, Chioma," someone whispered. "But your mom is even more evil and dangerous." While they were still in shock, the police came in. Akin pointed at them. "These are the evil people who tried to kill me. If not for the mercy of God, I would have been a dead man by now. Officer, arrest them." Akin had already made an entry in the police station earlier and had already shown them the evidence. Chioma fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. "Akin, please, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me." "Save it," Akin snapped. "I loved you, Chioma. I gave you everything. And this is how you repay me? You deserve everything that is coming to you." Chioma, Chijioke, and Mama Nkechi were arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit murder and were sentenced to several years in prison. Akin watched as the police bundled Chioma, Chijioke, and Mama Nkechi into their van. They screamed, pleaded, and protested, but there was no escaping the weight of their crime. The evidence was overwhelming. The video recordings, the poison tests, and the confession from Akande, the Babalawo, who had been arrested earlier. The neighbors who had gathered to witness the commotion whispered amongst themselves, "How could such a beautiful woman be so wicked? How could she betray the man who loved her so much?" As the van drove away, Akin stood, his heart heavy but relieved. Justice had been served, but the scars of betrayal would take time to heal. Chioma, stripped of her beauty and pride, spent her days reflecting on her choices. She wrote Akin letters from prison, begging for forgiveness, but he never replied. He had forgiven her in his heart, but he knew better than to let her back into his life. Chijioke, once Aki's best friend, faced the harsh realities of prison life. He too was consumed by regret. Mama Nkechi, however, remained defiant, blaming everyone but herself for her downfall. Aki learned to be cautious, and he realized that love, while beautiful, must be accompanied by wisdom. Trust should be earned and not blindly given. Moral lessons. Be careful who you trust. Not everyone who smiles at you has good intentions. Even the people closest to you, friends, family, or a spouse, can betray you. Always be observant and trust actions more than words. Akin loves Chioma deeply, but she allowed greed and selfishness to destroy her bond. Love should never be about what you can gain. It should be about mutual respect, sacrifice, and care. What you sow, you will reap. Chioma and her co-conspirators planned evil, but in the end, they faced the consequences of their actions. Life has a way of balancing the scales. Love is good, but love with wisdom. Take your time to know who you are with. Akin's blind trust in Chioma led to heartbreak. Let love be guided by wisdom and discernment. God bless you. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed creating it. Like, share, and comment on the lessons you've learned. Let me know where you're watching from. I will see you in my next video. God bless you. Bye-bye.